This is the sharpest blade, Chris Slade, the picture-perfect assassin. Slade was so impressive in that match against Dirty Money and really won over the crowd in short order. He has come back to VCW as a man on a mission. He said he was so close to defeating Dirty Money the first time that he doesn't feel like he can move on with his VCW career unless he does it for the first time. A thunderous applause for the former VCW champion. I'm joined at the commentary table by my longtime partner, Brandon Matheny. Are you as excited as I am and this crowd for this rematch between Chris Slade and Dirty Money?
I am so excited for this match, Jason. We saw one of the most impressive debuts in VCW history from Chris Slade a few months ago at Hampton High School. An incredible event, took Dirty Money to the limit. Dirty Money and Chris Slade set up to have an amazing match here on Dirty Money's home turf. Chris Slade hoping for a different outcome, but we are all, I think, in for a treat.
Dirty Money, a future first ballot VCW Hall of Famer. The unofficial leader of the welcoming committee. He has already welcomed Chris Slade once, but Dirty Money was open to doing it again.
Well, I think it's safe to say that Chris Slade earned respect from Dirty Money. I don't think there's any question about that. And I think that Dirty knows that it could have gone the other way and wants to test himself again against one of the best rookies we've ever seen here in VCW.
Well, Dirty Money chose to be Chris Slade's first opponent in Slade's debut. He heard that we had decided to bring in, we had scouted Chris Slade here at VCW and said, I am the one to face this man. You will not give him anyone but me. And now the handshake extended. We saw these two go to war. What was it about Chris Slade that was so impressive? Because he won the audience over immediately.
Well, I think the most impressive thing is Dirty Money is one of the most experienced veterans in VCW. He has seen it all, he has done it all, and Chris Slade was able to put Dirty Money on his heels. And that's the thing that was most impressive to me. If you could do something Dirty Money hasn't seen before, you're doing something right.
Well, as Chris Slade is showing, you may be able to put him on his heels, but it's very difficult to keep him on his back. 3 times, he immediately kicks right up.
And saw that kick coming and reversed it, but Dirty Money, the veteran, hanging onto the ropes there.
Dirty Money has 20 years plus of experience. Chris Slade, a relative newcomer in comparison, but so wise beyond his years.
Slade's athleticism is simply off the charts, Jason. There's no other way to put it. He is so smooth and so quick and so sudden in the ring. It's incredible.
It's hard to find anyone more balanced in professional wrestling than Chris Slade, and the way he's able to use that offensively to his advantage is a wonder to behold.
The man is balanced and also has incredible balance. The way he can fly is it, but that's that veteran instinct from Dirty Money. That's experience. That's something you can only get through time.
Very tactical by Dirty Money, looking to take the feet out from under Chris Slade, which will really limit his ability to jump and fly, almost defying gravity.
Speaking of flying, Dirty Money launches yourself to the top rope. Not something we see that often. Clearly showing the kind of threat he believes that Chris Slade is.
Speaking of gravity as well, using it to his advantage. Dirty Money just dropping like a stone from the sky onto Chris Slade. And as we know, when it's rock versus scissors, what beats what?
Well, I'm pretty sure that rock beats scissors in that
Absolutely. Case. So it looks like Dirty Money is beating the sharpest blade.
At the moment, yes, but you cannot keep Chris Slade on his back. And Chris Slade flies over the top rope!
You will believe a man can fly. It was true in the 70s. It's true again in 2023. Chris Slade is a Superman.
I believe it because I just saw it. I can't believe, I mean, after taking that huge shot to the outside from Dirty Money, right back in on his feet and flying back out on his own. Incredible stuff from Chris Slade here. And he's in control of this match right now.
Dirty Money looking a little the worse for wear at this point. It speaks to the ability of Chris Slade that even though this crowd is so partial to Dirty Money, they are still so appreciative and respectful of what Chris Slade brings to the table.
I mean, you can't help but respect what he does. This could be right here.
Only one, showing just how difficult it will be to take down the man who is the longest reigning champion in VCW history.
I mean, you can't, you're not going to get that over on Dirty Money that easily. It's just not going to happen. And that was not just a kick out, it was sending a message. And I think that, you know, Chris Slade is smart to stay on the offense here, even though he just got that one count.
It's the precision strikes of Chris Slade that are so dangerous. Watch it stick and move, hitting Dirty Money right in the base of the neck.
But Dirty Money with an impressive catch there, setting Slade back.
Pure power on display by Dirty Money, looking to put this away right now. And you'll note that while Chris Slade only got one in the first pinfall attempt on Slade, Dirty Money was able to get two, showing how impactful Money's offense is.
Also, Dirty Money is, I think, it's safe to say, close to 100 pounds bigger than Chris Slade. That's a lot more weight for Slade to try to kick off of him. It makes it easier for Dirty to get the pin.
A lot of mass, a lot of wisdom, and the hardest hands in Virginia.
You got to believe the longer this match goes, the more it favors the younger man, the high flyer Chris Slade. Dirty Money's all about power. Power uses up a lot of energy, and Dirty needs to finish this match relatively quickly to get out of here with a win.
Not that Dirty Money isn't built to go, because he is, but Chris Slade is all cardio, and right now, Dirty Money looking to put the younger man down.
Still just two.
Just two for Dirty Money, who realizes that the deeper into the pool he wades, the easier it is to drown.
Absolutely, and Chris Slade showing impressive resilience there, but he can't take more shots like that or he's going to end up losing this match.
Chris Slade with that knee rocking Dirty Money, who has had a history of concussions in the past, so that is a dangerous strike on Dirty Money.
Seriously, about Chris Slade, it's so impressive. It's not just the strikes that he can hit you with, it's they come from unexpected locations. It's hard to defend against that. You don't expect a knee to the face like that, for instance.
Dirty Money showing why you can never count him out with the Blue Thunder Bomb. Perfect positioning in the center of the ring. And a two. Only two. You'll note that Dirty Money wasn't able to get anything on the shoulders there. Sometimes a wrestler will try and hook their legs over the shoulders after the Blue Thunder Bomb. Dirty Money still struggling to regain his momentum. Wasn't able to do so. That may have been the saving grace for Chris Slade.
I think that's quite right. Dirty Money counting on just the full knockout power of that Blue Thunder Bomb and didn't quite get there, but shows the speed with which he can hit those just devastating shots.
Very effective nonetheless. And now Chris Slade with that reversal, trying for the Hurricane Rana.
Uh-oh.
And a deep crab, center of the ring. The veteran with an old school hold, looking to put the younger man down.
That is veteran experience, and that is pure power right there. And that is what gets Dirty Money all those wins and made him the longest reigning champion in VCW history.
Also capitalizing on that early strike on Slade's knees.
Slade not far from the ropes. He might be able to get, if he can reach that arm out, he might be able to get it.
And a little bit of respite from Slade, but the damage may have been done. That Boston Crab doesn't just injure the legs and the knees, it also puts tremendous strain on the lower back, and you need that lower back in order to balance, to be able to springboard off of ropes, to be able to do high impact offense from the top.
Absolutely. So much of Chris Slade's offense relies upon those things, and you lose your power base by losing that lower back, and it's really going to diminish Chris Slade's offense, I would think, for the rest of the match.
When Slade is at his best, he is fluid in the ring, moves like water, and you cannot do that as injuries start to pile up. And so, in short order, just barraging Chris Slade with those hands.
I firmly believe Dirty Money could have been a professional boxer if he wanted to. Just incredible punches, body shots there, and now Dirty Money mounting the ropes to deliver some shots to Chris Slade's head.
Just like cannonballs being directed to the skull of Chris Slade. Chris Slade caught it. Chris Slade caught it, and now looking for it. Is he going to try for the photo bomb? No, instead, feeling a little cheeky.
But, I mean, that Dirty Money may be out.
Here it is! Photo bomb!
Holy
It's
cow!
about to be a photo finish for Chris Slade. Can he do it?
Dirty Money kicks out Chris Slade, staying on the offense though.
Money looks out on his feet, looking for the Wazakashi blade. He hits it, center of the ring. Do we have an upset?
I can't believe Dirty Money's conscious little able kick out of that move. I mean, that was a straight kick to the face. There's no two ways about it.
Took a photo bomb and a Wazakashi blade in quick succession. That move named after the actual sword he carries to the ring with him. Those are two of the most dominant moves in Slade's arsenal. What does he do from here, Brandon?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's left in his arsenal. He's going to have to really dig deep here and put the veteran down. He's still got the advantage, but he needs to press it now.
This is the time for creativity. This is the time for grit. This is time to try and bring out something unexpected. Oh, Lord!
Sometimes a slap to the face does the trick.
I mean, it's just like an assault by Dirty Money onto Chris Slade with two only.
A very impressive combination by Dirty Money there, hitting all different parts of Chris Slade from every different angle. Just really incredible stuff. And now Dirty Money needs to also find out what's left. He still has a couple big guns left out there we haven't seen yet, and this could very easily go his way, but he needs to stay on Slade.
When Dirty Money throws hands, it sounds like thunderclaps. If you told me this man could wield Mjolnir, I'd believe it, because he seems to have the power of the storm behind him every time he strikes.
I believe Dirty Money could do pretty much anything he puts his mind to. It's that simple. And Chris Slade, I'm not sure he even knows where he is right now.
It's the present versus the future here to start our debut in Northern Virginia. Pure power military press slam on Veterans Day. Wow!
Oh my goodness! What a counter! Holy cow! Kick straight to the chest! I don't believe it! Dirty Money's out!
Could have put the stake through the heart of Dirty Money, and at the last moment, an inch of a second away from defeating Dirty Money.
I mean, he practically caved Dirty Money's chest in. That was one of the most incredibly athletic things I have ever seen. Slade looking shocked. He's got to press the advantage here. He's got to stay on Dirty Money. This is his chance to make a huge, huge impression in VCW.
If he could have come down any harder, he literally would have gone through Dirty Money's chest. It was that precise. It was that brutal. And now the crowd is divided. We've got chance for Money, and we've got chance for Slade.
Jason, you heard when he came out here. This place was 100% for Dirty Money. Chris Slade has won these people over.
But can he win the match? Can he do what he came here to do? Attempted a Phoenix Splash. Money clip! This one's over! Slade was so close, even closer than the first time. That has to ache in his soul to know just how close he was. But Dirty Money, the veteran, the stalwart, the franchise of VCW, showing you will not take his house from him. Not here, not in Northern Virginia.
And a message has been sent to the rest of the VCW locker room. Top that. And a great show of respect by Dirty Money and Chris Slade. Amazing things in the future for Chris Slade, you gotta believe.
One has to wonder if Slade is going to try and take another shot at Dirty Money, or if his soul feels clear. Can he move on with his career here in VCW? Either way, what an incredible way to start our debut in Northern Virginia. We have so much more to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join me in welcoming our special guest host for tonight's event, the Big 4-4, Tim Loulies.
Professional comedian Tim Loulies is our host, our contractually obligated host, has a great management team. Was very upset that initially it did not seem that Tim Loulies would be a part of our Northern Virginia expansion, and yet He was able to negotiate a hefty fee to appear.
Alexandria. Virginia Championship Wrestling, right? How great must it feel for all of you men, women, and children tonight to witness a real celebrity comedian in the DMV? Well, realize that the audio technicians aren't the only ones in here that are slow tonight. So, I understand as a host, I was supposed to start off the show, but I was just late. Not because of your terrible traffic, but because I just really didn't care. Chimpanzee says what? You pay up. Hey, nerd boy. Now you're going to see much more of me tonight. As this week goes on, so enjoy yourself and consider yourself lucky. Just like Kanye says, my presence is your presence. Thank you. Mr. Esquire.
Well, call it a promise or call it a threat. Have it as you will. We will be hearing more from our host, Tim Loulies, throughout the evening. Tag team action coming up here at VCW in Alexandria, Virginia, making their debut as a team here in VCW. It's Myron Malone and Kaz the Man Lee. They are the Hype. Kaz has the shorter hair. We see Myron Malone in the braids. Myron Malone made his singles debut last month with his bear trap submission. He refused to let go after the bell. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Kaz Lee came out to help his partner, Myron Malone. And it was after the event that the Hype put out the challenge. Travis Huckabee, you want us to earn your respect? Bring a partner? I just got pet by Handsome Max Zero. And so Travis Huckabee did bring his partner, the other half of Kingsglaive. The He-Man Himbo is throwing bombs and just launched a ring jacket at my face. It smells very nice, honestly. He wears a very, very effective scent. And that would be Handsome Max Zero. A lot of bad feelings in this match as we saw Handsome Max Zero reaching for the hype during their opening match entrance and celebration. And specifically, it's a lot of enmity between Myron Malone and Travis Huckabee. We saw these two go up against each other in one-on-one action 1 month ago. Travis Huckabee was the better man that night. And Huckabee tagging in to the He-Man himbo, Handsome Max Zero. A big, strapping young lad indeed.
I'll tell you, I'm very excited to see this match, Jason. As you know, we have quite the vibrant tag team division here in VCW. You got to believe both these teams looking for some, notoriety here in VCW, a chance to get a shot at the VCW Tag Team Champions, NRG, which is, of course, the Reason and Logan, Easton, Laroux.
Test of strength here. It's going to be a tough road to hoe for Myron Malone. Handsome Max Zero, very strong, very big. Not too bright, but very big.
Hey, you only need one bright person on your team. If the other person is strong and big, that's good enough.
That's exactly right. You can't be strong, smart, and pretty, and Max really picked where his stats lie. But Myron Malone showing why he is considered the center of attention. The last...
Look, Max is proof that min-maxing works in real life. But Myron Malone showing impressive athleticism, impressive speed here, a very impressive also debut that we had here for Myron Malone last month in VCW.
Absolutely. We have seen Kingsglaive in action before, trying to unseat former tag team champions, the Golden Pinky Society, on behalf of The Reason and Jerry Stephanisis, and now a tag to Kaz the Man Lee.
Kaz the Man Lee making a surprise appearance at the last VCW show, helping save Myron Malone from a beatdown.
And now attacking from behind, Travis Huckabee making sure this stays one-on-one, and it'll be Huckabee going up against Kaz Lee.
A great job by our official keeping track of who's legal. Not an easy task with these two teams.
Kaz Lee was born 5 months premature, looking to put Travis Huckabee down. He came into the world at 1 pound, 1 ounce. He says his entire life has been a fight just to survive. He is the man for making it here. It is hard to argue with that. Kaz Lee, God, what a fighter.
I mean, like you said, the man's been fighting literally his entire life and is not just surviving but thriving here in VCW, and with a real premier tag team match here, and also in our first event here in Northern Virginia. This is a place to shine and make your name.
Handsome Max Zero interceding, and now the hype has turned things around.
Yeah, Max almost hit his own partner in the face there and stopped, but it was enough for the hype to get the upper hand.
And now it's about to be the hype in stereo. The hype are taking it to Kingsglaive.
Max down, rolling out of the ring. Travis Huckabee, I don't think he knows where he is right now.
These two men have been a team since their very first day in pro wrestling training just over 2 years ago. They have traveled the roads together, they've bled together, and now they want to win this match together.
And that right there shows their inexperience somewhat. I know they're excited about this match here, but you just have to strike when the iron's hot instead of letting Travis get out of the ring. And wow, Myron Malone taking face first into the mat. And again.
Handsome Max Zero was lying in wait, stalking his prey, and now double team situation, headshot to Kaz the Man Lee.
And a headshot where Travis Huckabee was holding his head.
Like a carrion bird. Travis Huckabee trying to sneak in and pick the bones of Kaz Lee.
Not allowing for any give there, just holding the head in place, and Kaz Lee is in a bad way right now. Desperately needs to tag, but Myron Malone's still dead on the outside.
Yeah, this is effectively a handicap match. This is a power play situation right now for Kingsglaive, and they're going to take full advantage of it.
Myron Malone getting to his corner, looking for that tag. Now Kaz Lee's just got to get there.
The Golden Grappler, Travis Huckabee, living up to his name. Such a gritty style. And now looking to snap the neck of Kaz Lee.
And also just such a smooth transition between moves. No wasted motion, No wasted energy. Just move, hold for Travis Huckabee.
And look at Travis Huckabee making sure to situate Kaz Lee so that both Kaz and Travis are staring directly in the eyes of Myron Malone to add insult to injury.
Oh, it's absolutely meant to be demoralizing. I mean, that's the whole idea is it's not just physically harming him, it's emotionally harming him as well.
Travis Huckabee calling plays to his heavy.
I don't know if you noticed there, Kaz Lee's head bounced off the top turnbuckle there. A pretty vicious shot, and he may be out on his feet.
It has been a rough stretch for
geez.
Kaz Lee. They just heard that chop in Maryland.
That was, whew. Yeah, Kaz Lee having a real rough go of things right now.
Trying to slice off some roast beef from this young man is handsome Max Zero. And thankfully for Kaz Lee, hard to repeat.
I mean, every single one of those chops just knocking the air out of Kaz Lee, making it harder, and this is not going to help.
The champagne of himbos and hosses, handsome Max Zero just sending Kaz Lee into a different zip code with that Beal.
Where on earth do you come with these names, Jason? I love them. They're amazing.
Travis Huckabee.
Max is totally destroying this guy.
Okay, I'm watching it, Travis.
We just got some expert commentary, some an analysis from the field by Travis Huckabee. Did you learn something about commentary?
Maybe.
And handsome Max Zero, so close to putting down Kaz Lee. It would be, as you mentioned, so demoralizing for the hype to go 0-2 against any combination of Kingsglaive.
And again, we have relatively new tag team champions in VCW. They're looking for challengers, and you have to believe that Mr. Pantis, Mr. Stephanidis, everyone in charge here is watching this match to see, are we going to have another top competitor team come out of this match?
Like shotgun blast to the chest, Kaz Lee is taking tremendous damage as Myron Malone desperate to get in the ring. All the blood now rushing to the head of Kaz Lee.
Nothing but pure power there from Max, just very impressive. Kaz Lee's been on the wrong side of town for a long time.
Look at that knee driven into the neck.
Just a disrespectful cover there.
But also one that was keeping the breath from being able to get into the lungs of Kaz Lee.
Well, it's very clear that Kingsglaive have a strategy here, and they are currently executing it. Kaz Lee, the only thing they didn't plan for is Kaz Lee's resilience, but that's getting worn down too.
Kingsglaive means the royal weapon. They are here in service of gold. Every match is to get closer to holding that crown, that title belt, now tag. Oh, Lord!
Oh, my goodness!
Max Zero just muscled Kaz's head into the turnbuckle.
Oh! The referee may need to seriously consider stepping in here and checking on Kaz Lee for a possible concussion.
Yeah, Kaz Lee may have just lost a chunk of his forehead to Max Zero's boots, and Kingsglaive have completely taken control. Double senton! And somehow, some way, just like he has fought since birth, Kaz Lee continues to fight against all odds.
I don't know how he is still fighting. I don't understand. I don't know how he's not been put down repeatedly in this match. But, Jason, he's got to get over to Myron Malone. He's got to get out of this ring.
And the gritty, brutal technical ability of the Golden Grappler currently on display, maintaining wrist control while taunting Myron Malone.
Yeah, straight up mind games, just playing mind games with Myron Malone, trying to get him to make a mistake and just making things even harder for Kaz Lee.
Some fantastic multitasking though, trolling one half of your opponents while decimating the other. That is a lot of work that Travis Huckabee is able to accomplish in a short amount of time.
And Kaz Lee throwing those punches, trying to get something going here.
Now the strength and power, the technique, beautiful bridge by Travis Huckabee. Have you ever seen someone with such innovative offense that is still able to turn it into a pinning predicament?
I have not, and that's what really sets Travis Huckabee apart. It's not just hitting it, it's hitting it and then getting that pin immediately. Like I said before, no wasted motion and a chance to catch someone off guard.
Travis Huckabee relishes inflicting pain. It's not just about the victory, it's about how much damage Huckabee can do while he has the opportunity.
And now Huckabee, I don't know if you saw that, Jason, just talking trash to Kaz, basically saying, come hit me, and Kaz tries going down.
Kaz almost looks punch drunk, was able to roll out of the way, but that didn't stop that elbow to the head. And Kaz, can he turn it around right now?
He still has a long way to go, but that's a great first step.
Myron Malone is going apoplectic on the outside.
Just looking for that tag. Kaz still has about half the ring to get across to get there, but he at least has Travis Huckabee down.
Myron Malone is such an exciting competitor. If he gets his opportunity, he always finds his light. He makes the most of his moments. And the tag is made! Here he is! It's the Bling King, that glitter drizzle, the Duke of Death, the sauce savant, the tickest of tops, the center of attention, Myron Malone looking to take the win for the Hype!
And takes down the largest man in this match. Very impressive there. Malone on the offense and just keeping it going right now.
Do you feel it? Because right now, Alexandria, Virginia is getting hyped. Handsome Max. Pine meets the spine.
Max rolls to the outside, but it is in a bad way. Myron Malone's been waiting for this moment and is not going to let it go.
Kaz looking a little loopy, but trying to stay active in this match may benefit him to take a moment to rest and relax.
And like shot like a cannon there. Myron Malone flying into Handsome Max.
Bullet train to the face of the He-Man himbo, but now Kaz unfortunately is exactly where he doesn't want to be, at the mercy of the Golden Grappler.
To be clear though, Huckabee and Lee are not legal in this match. Myron Malone and Handsome Max are legal men.
Travis Huckabee trying to bait Myron Malone to come in. We've seen the mind games yet effective again. Sleeper applied right now by Travis Huckabee.
What is Handsome Max going for here?
And they are about to look for shock and carousel. This big swing into a drop kick, trying for it.
Kaz pulls Huckabee to the outside. A headbutt puts Huckabee down. Lee not in great shape.
No, very dizzy. Myron Malone very dizzy. For the first time in this match, the Hype have the 2-on-1.
And they need to press it now. They need to finish this match very quickly while Travis Huckabee's down on the outside.
Handsome Mac is in danger. There's nowhere to go, no one to tag. The Hype trying to rally themselves. Are they taking time? Are they taking too much time, Brandon?
They might be.
The Hype is real. Double shot. Double tap to the head of Max Zero. Kaz plays defense, and the Hype get a measure of revenge. Kaz was there for his teammate last month, helped save Myron Malone from getting stretched by Travis Huckabee, and now we see that that team, that unit, better than the sum of their parts. They are such an incredible combination as the Hype win their tag team debut in VCW.
And truly a heroic effort from Kaz the Man Lee. Very impressive stuff. I don't think this is the last we've seen in the Hype here in VCW, Jason.
If you watch this match, you know it's true. The Hype is real.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the in-person, over-the-top rope, George Washington Memorial Parkway Battle Royal. Please welcome the first 9 competitors in this match.
A unique opportunity here. The George Washington Memorial Parkway Battle Royal, and we are going to have 9 of our 10 competitors enter together. To my knowledge, the winner of this match will receive an opportunity at the United States Liberty title when they want. And coming out first, it is Big Daddy Adriana, the delinquent Mikey Banker, followed by Cambo XL DK Vandu, and they debuting country strong Haas Haygood. He's followed by the Big AC, Chulo Montana in the sunglasses. Behind Chulo is the returning Jet Jagori, the Spice Saul Esparza, a member of the Sharky Tank, and outlast the real man of steel, Darian Hardaway. What a collection of talent that has been assembled in this over-the-top rope battle royal.
Hailing from Corinthos, Greece, weighing in at 231 pounds, the Greek god Papadon.
It's no surprise or secret why Papadon has received his own entrance. One in his respect for a former U.S. Liberty champion, one of the most veteran competitors on the roster, and by far the most established member of the roster in this match. But also, the ego of Papadon would not allow him to enter with the rest of the competitors. He does have a lot of pull with the director of operations, and so Papadon be given the honor of coming out to his own walkout music.
Because I'm going to do this on my own time. Because I carry this company on my back. Like Atlas. And another thing. If you guys are really smart, even you, Sandy Jacobs, you guys can attack the two biggest dogs in the match and take them out early. Pacing point.
I mean, it is smart strategy. Papadon doesn't lie. It is wise. And it looks right now like the field are going to listen to good advice no matter who it comes from, as Papadon has taken the seat of my colleague Brandon Matheny.
I have been usurped, but I'm okay. Okay, thank you.
Papadon taking a front row seat. To win this match, you do have to be the last one standing. You eliminate a competitor by throwing them over the top rope so that both feet touch the floor, and now the Haas's, Haas Haygood and Big AC, making eyes.
I mean, these are the two. I can't help but agree with what Papadon said. These are the two large men in the match. The smart thing is to get rid of them early.
Yeah, Battle Royal tends to favor mass. And so if everyone is able to make strange bedfellows for a moment and team up, they could get rid of one, if not both, of these man monsters.
I think that is a very smart thing to do, although right now they seem to be very interested in taking each other out.
Chulo Montana, Papi Chulo, taking the opportunity to knock one of the most dangerous men in the field right on his knees.
I'm not sure that drawing his attention is something I would do in that situation.
Well, Papi Chulo says that win or lose, all that matters, he does not go home alone. So he's trying to make an impression on the ladies right now, basically.
Good luck with that, sir.
Yeah.
He's doing so right now, apparently.
This match is an audition for a date, basically, for Papi Chulo, and you do not want to get in the face of Big Daddy Adriana. She is your soon-to-be ex-girlfriend's favorite wrestler because she comes from her house.
I think that may be a no there. Oh, my goodness! Okay, that almost ended up in our laps.
Thank goodness for the aircraft cable we call ropes, because we almost died, and Papi Chulo is out. Looks like he is going to go home alone tonight.
He's got plenty of time to go check out the bars here in Alexandria to find somebody. He's done for the night.
That is our first elimination, and now Adriana, Big Daddy, taking it to both Darian Hardway and Campbell XL, but Lawless Sparza, the Spice,
out here with the manager of champions, Neil Sharkey. The Sharkey tank, one of the most powerful forces in VCW.
And it is surprising in some ways to see Lawless Sparza in this match. Samoan drop to the spine of Lawless Sparza, given that the current U.S. Liberty champion is Devantes, a member of the Sharkey tank.
Well, for all this Neil Sharkey is the manager of champions for a reason.
Papadon sneaking in. Papadon has realized that Adriana has done the most damage so far and tumbling Adriana over.
And Papadon making an immediate impact, but still a long way to go. As I was saying, this could be a stroke of brilliance by Neil Sharkey. If Lawless Sparza wins...
Is he playing defense, basically?
Exactly, yeah. Then two members of the Sharkey tank, you have Lawless Sparza and Devantes, Liberty champion, and he wins no matter what.
Country strong Haas Haygood says he was built in a bar, not in the gym.
That was quite the right hand there. Must have done a lot of baling of hay and things like that because they put Papadon down.
The speed and the power of the real man of steel, Darian Hardway. And of course, the reason that Papadon is still legal in this match, despite exiting the ring, it's because he went through the middle ropes. He did not go over the top. The only way to be eliminated is to go over the top rope. And now Mikey Banker, the delinquent, just got punished.
And remember, here's the thing, Jason. This isn't just about getting a shot at the Liberty Championship. Of course, everyone liked that with Jet Jagori, a phenomenal kick there. It's also, for a lot of these people, this is their first match in VCW. This is a chance to be noticed, a chance to get matches down the road. There's a lot on the line in this Battle Royal.
Jet Jagori coming flying, making his return to VCW, knows that this is an opportunity. The SoundCloud superstar trying to make some beautiful music in the ring.
He's made some enemies is what he's done.
Yeah, he's made himself a target. You burned bright, but sometimes the candle burns out too soon.
Yeah.
So long, Jet Jagori. Hope it was a good flight.
That is the problem with flying around the ring like that. You make yourself known and make yourself a target for everybody.
And now as the field begins to winnow, we still have both of the big men, our favorites, I think, in this match, alongside Papadon for his experience. And I think with Neil Sharkey on the outside, the wily Lawless Sparza has to be considered a favorite as well.
I completely agree. And the thing is, with the two largest men in this match, the more people are eliminated, the higher their odds go because the less people there are to try to remove them from the match.
It's kind of an inverse of a lot of matches with bigger men where the longer it goes, the more the cardio may be an issue. But in this case, the longer this match goes, as you said, there's just less muscle to move someone out of the ring. The size of a Haas Haygood or a Big AC, and they just seem magnetically to keep coming back to each other.
What an impressive slam by Haas Haygood! Holy cow!
The aftershocks knocked the entire field to their knees. Have you ever heard the phrase aftershocks in a wrestling ring before?
Not before tonight.
Congratulations, you're a part of Wrestling First, and not just our first time here in Northern Virginia.
And now doing the smart thing, trying to get, and Big AC is out of this match, a very smart move by the other competitors.
And that is not an alliance that lasted very long. Immediately, Mikey Banker taking it to the All-Go Grappler.
And Papadon just choking out Lawless Sparza. Clearly, for whatever reason, Sparza has annoyed Papadon tremendously.
Two of the bigger men in the match right now. Haas Haygood against Mikey Banker. Haas Haygood, a longtime veteran, making his debut. Mikey Banker, an underground favorite here, made his home in Northern Virginia for a long time. All grown up now, but took a moment, and unfortunately paid for it. The real man of steel, eliminating the underdog hopes of Mikey Banker.
And Mikey, yeah, just had a great thing going. It took a little too long to appreciate it, and now we're down to just 5 people left in this match. The field has been cut in half. But still one of the largest men out there. Oh.
And DK Vandu using the leverage to knock Darian Hardaway down. And DK out too. We are down to a final 3. Haas Haygood, the Saiz Saul Esparza, and the Greek god Papadon.
Honestly, this is a hard one to call here, Jason. All 3 of these men could easily this match. Haas Haygood with the size advantage, Papadon with the experience advantage, and Saul Esparza with the X factor in the manager champion Neil Sharkey on the outside.
And at least for the moment, Saul Esparza and Papadon deciding it makes the most sense to join forces and try and push Haas Haygood out of the ring.
I think that's a very smart thing to do. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they still actually have enough manpower to do it.
Right, because I don't know that either of them alone can really get him out on pure power.
Haas Haygood, a longtime veteran. Big, strong man. And now
Esparza biting Haygood. That's unconventional.
There's no disqualifications in this match.
No, you win however you can.
Esparza's going to do what it takes, including working with notorious lone wolf Papadon.
And we talked about this at the very start. This match can make strange bedfellows. We're seeing it right now. It is beneficial to both men to do this.
Papadon claims he never lost the U.S. Liberty Championship, that title rightfully belongs to him. And now both men turning on each other. Birds of a feather betray together.
Yeah, that was inevitable.
And neither of them let go.
I mean, I'll be honest, if I was either of them, I wouldn't trust the other one either. So
I think there's a phrase that's been coined for this moment, and it goes, "Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal."
And there's Haas Haygood delivering punishment on the back end.
Taking advantage of the opportunity that's been handed to him. Country strong, showing, just knocking those paws right to the head and neck of both Saul Esparza and Papadon.
Haas Haygood took a little too long on that one. Oh, there it is.
Maybe a bit delayed, but he still lands the double atomic elbow. Big scoop and a slam, a real throwback Haas Haygood.
And I think that Esparza and Papadon may be seeing why. Oh, Neil Sharkey paying dividends right there. Someone needs to capitalize, though. That's the key.
Nothing to be done about it. And Haas Haygood's been eliminated, and Saul did it! The spice! The spice! Representing his hometown area, the Spice Saul Esparza with a bit of an upset victory. Not only outlasting the size of Haas Haygood, but the experience of Papadon. But what happens now?
Well, you could see, I don't know if you saw it, Jason, Neil Sharkey ecstatic, celebrating at the end of that match. Clearly his plan has come to fruition.
Now, is the assumption that Saul Esparza will give up his shot at Devantes?
Or just lay down. I don't know. Sharky's always got a plan. I think Tim Loulies is going to find out for us.
Let's hear this man, this genius, Neil Sharkey. Yeah. Saul Esparza, you get a shot at the VCW Liberty title in December. However, it will be against Devantes, another member of your stable. You might be playing a pretty easy night off. Am I brilliant? Or am I brilliant? I make Albert Einstein look like you morons from Alexandria.
December 2nd, Tidings of Destruction, Norfolk, Virginia. Woo! We're going to be celebrating the holiday season just like a vacation. It's going to be a night off with a Sharky Tank. Everybody's going to be festive.
What do you think this is, huh? An all-flat? Huh? You think this is cute? Huh? You, what do you think this is? You think this is a family feud? Huh? You think this is the holidays? Huh? No. This is Devantes versus Lawless for the VCW Literally Championship. And hey, you don't gotta tell me now, but I need to know if you're on my side or his.
Well, it does not look like things went according to plan for Neil Sharkey. Saul Esparza making an ultimatum.
You think about doing business, young man. You think about the Sharky Tank. Think about me.
A model of composure, he is not.
Well, he better get things together because up next, the Sharky Tank is in action.
Alexandria, Virginia. The Sharky Tank is a collection of big egos, and it's a real question about how long can Neil Sharkey keep them all happy and working together. We just saw Sharky Tank member Saul Esparza won the George Washington Memorial Parkway over the top rope battle royal and now has a shot against Devantes, the Haas of all Haas's. So there's already fractures in the Sharky Tank. Is that going to carry over to this trio? The pectoral Poseidon, the man Monster Rex Lawless, the Haas of all Haas's Devantes, and the newest member of the Sharky Tank in the black tracksuit. That would be Dezmon King. Phil Brown, Brandon Scott, and the debuting Sincerely Tommy Seto. Phil Brown, the Platinum Icon, is a veteran, a pillar of VCW. But how well will he be able to work alongside Brandon Scott, who has turned over a new leaf in recent months? But there is no love lost between Phil Brown and Brandon Scott. And of course, the complete unknown is this man here in the fringe. Sincerely, Tommy Seto says he is a curator of wrestling art, wants to create a lasting impression on the business the same way as a Dali or a Picasso might, only the ring is his canvas and his body is his brushstroke. So on one side, we've got a team that really has no business getting along, but seems to. And on the other, we have a team that should be a well-oiled machine, but we've already seen may need to go in for an oil change in the Sharky Tank. So there's a lot of questions to be answered. We saw a similar match last month. It was Phil Brown leading Dirty Money and his protege Urban Legend against the Sharky Tank. The common denominator here will be
the competitors. First, standing to my left, accompanied by the manager of champions, Neil Sharkey, at a total combined weight of 725 pounds. Rex Lawless, Easton, and the VCW Liberty Champion, the host of all hosses, Devantes. And their opponent, at a combined weight of 675 pounds, the team of Tommy Seto, Mr. Brandon Scott, and the partner icon, Bill
The common denominator has been a years-long hostilities between Phil Brown and Neil Sharkey. Every time it looks like either man has moved on with their life, somehow, some way, this rears its ugly head. The Sharkey tank has already been successful tonight. For good or for ill, Saul Esparza was the winner of the George Washington Memorial Parkway Battle Royal. He has a date against Devantes coming up in December at Tidings of Destruction. And it'll be Dezmon King, the Tank, going up against sincerely Tommy Seto. This is our first chance to see Tommy Seto in action. Brandon, what are your first thoughts about the sincere one?
My first thoughts are it's a bold move for him to start this match. It shows the confidence that Brandon Scott and Phil Brown have in him to put him in there to start this match off against three of the strongest and most terrifying men in VCW.
It is a good strategy, though. Seto is the unknown. He is the member of the team the Sharkey Tank at least prepare for, and we're seeing that as he gets the drop on Dezmon King.
That's absolutely true. You may hope you can get a quick victory in there, get the unknown, knock them on their heels, get the 1, 2, 3, and get out of here.
Pure power. Dezmon King recently turning his back on the fans, on his friends, to join with Neil Sharkey. And
here's the thing, though, Jason. It's hard to say it hasn't been very successful for his career.
No, that's true. It's been very effective for Dezmon King. Is that going to continue this evening here as we make our debut in Northern Virginia?
I mean, certainly the Sharkey Tank has the greater tag team cohesion. These three men have been together for months and months, whereas this is the first time Seto, Scott, and Brown have tagged together.
Look at Seto. One step ahead of the tank of the the tank of the tank, I guess.
I suppose so. And now the hoss of all hosses in the ring, along with Mr. Excellence Brandon Scott.
You know, Brandon Scott has recently found himself in the doghouse here at VCW after letting down our Director of Operations, Jerry Stefanitsis, a fickle master, as you well know.
Yes, indeed. I prefer not to speak about that. It's best for everyone. But yes, Mr. Excellence has found himself in not a great position and has found the fans embracing him a little more recently, though right now I do not envy him being in there with Devantes.
Well, a new attitude for Brandon Scott, maybe a bit humbled after having been on the receiving end of a hit job by our tag team champions, and you can do a lot of things in life, but trying to get the leverage on Devantes is not one of them.
Yeah, Devantes, I mean, has incredible strength and that super low center of gravity, but eventually something like that will even work.
The Haas of all Haasses, Devantes is the current U.S. Liberty champion, and when the Haas of all Haasses feels maybe a bit out of his depth, you call in a pectoral Poseidon.
Look, Rex Lawless has only been here in VCW for a few months, but has made a stunning impact. I mean, the power, not even power, the devastation he has brought here in VCW is unlike anything I've ever seen before.
He has become the most dominant monster in VCW in short order, eliminating 6 men in the Liberty Lottery, defeating Irvin Legend in literal minutes, and Brandon Scott trying to do the impossible.
The heart is impressive, but it's just not going to happen, Brandon. All you're doing is hurting yourself and your team by trying to slam Rex Lawless right now.
Rex Lawless always trying to prove one point in the ring, and that is size matters.
And you know what? He proves that very effectively. I mean, his dominance and his record speak for themselves. And if I was any champion in VCW, I'd be watching where Rex Lawless is at all times.
If there's anyone on this sort of ragtag team that has the stature and experience to go toe-to-toe with Lawless, it's this man, the Platinum icon, Phil Brown.
Phil Brown is just the heart and soul of VCW, and is a powerhouse. Had a phenomenal match with with Big AC a few months ago. So we've seen him go toe-to-toe with big men. Rex Lawless, though, a whole different kind. This is going to be something to see.
The running of the bulls. You don't have to go to Spain. All you have to do is come to Northern Virginia, Alexandria, to be specific.
And just two brick walls running into each other. Just no movement by either man. Oh, Lawless knocked back a step there. Phil getting the better of that one.
I hope you're a carnivore, because all we're serving up tonight is beef.
And Phil taking that well. The question is, which of these men is going to throw something first? And it's Rex Lawless. Decides he's had enough and throws a knee into the stomach of Phil Brown.
The size. Rex Lawless is making lifting a 300-pound man look effortless, and so is Phil Brown.
Both men perhaps a little too fresh for that, but showing they can do it.
Phil Brown, unfortunately, stuck in shark-infested waters at the moment.
It's important, and referee Jared Hartman's got his hands full in this match. Phil Brown, though, breaks out of that corner, and here comes Devantes in to get him some of Phil Brown.
No love lost whatsoever between Devantes and Phil Brown, and here comes the cavalry.
And here we go, things have broken down this match, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's in the ring once. Referee has lost control.
This is meant to be one-on-one at a time, but with the Sharky tank so quick to try and take advantage of a numbers game, this team, this unlikely trio of Seto, Scott, and Brown, not waiting to get taken advantage of.
This is where Neil Sharkey's expertise comes in. Regather the troops, calm them down, make a plan, and make it happen. In
so many ways, this is a handicap match simply because of the presence of Neil Sharkey, and now dangerous, dangerous situation on the outside of the ring.
We saw over there Devantes sending Phil Brown repeatedly into the ring post. Rex Lawless running into it, missing Brandon Scott. Just bodies everywhere, folks. We can't keep track of what's going on out here.
And once again, Brandon Scott trying for that body slam and instead gets squashed.
Yeah, that's how that weight distribution is always going to go, I think.
This is after Rex Lawless' head hit the steel. He may be about to win.
I think it's just pure killer instinct by Rex Lawless. He is just a machine who is there to destroy.
I don't think Rex Lawless is human. And he's getting a pumping.
I mean, just showing no respect, but you know what? He's being dominant right now. I mean, it's hard to fault it.
Well, his body is a temple, and he is inviting us all to pray along with him.
I think Brandon Scott may be the one praying right now. He is in a bad way in this corner, and Dezmon King can deliver just as much punishment as Lawless.
The total unit taking it to Mr. Excellence. Brandon Scott has a case to be. Oh, wait! Great lateral press. Great urgency by Dezmon King, and Brandon Scott has a case to be made that he can be considered one of, if not the greatest VCW champion in history. So if Dezmon King is able to, I'd say, upset Brandon Scott in this match, that's a huge feather in the cap.
Absolutely is, and we've seen Dezmon King come so close on so many occasions to greatness. He's looking for that signature victory, but Devantes may get it here. Just two.
So close for Devantes, who is fuming still over not walking out as Haas 2 belts in that title versus title match. Or I should say, sorry, that VCW title match against the Boar.
Yeah, that match unfortunately ended when Joe Keys interjected himself, we'll say, in that match, leading to tonight's VCW Virginia Heavyweight Championship match. But Devantes, I think, is going to demand retribution against whoever wins that match because he feels like he still hasn't gotten his fair share.
For sure, Devantes feels slighted by both the Boar and Joe Keys. That is going to be one of our two big main events tonight. No water in the pool for the moon shooter, Dezmon King.
And there, a desperation tag. Seto back in the ring. King doesn't make the tag. He may regret that decision.
Look at the detail to the craft by Tommy Seto.
And a great feint with that first kick to catch the second in the back of the head.
Mr. Charisma himself taking it to Dezmon King. What an incredible debut it would be. And appreciate the face, no frustration by Tommy Seto. Appreciating how close he was to getting the win. That's the kind of attitude you want to see in a competitor.
Absolutely, and it's the sort of thing that you don't expect out of someone in their first match under the bright lights, but he is showing that, although the grabbing of the foot by Devantes and that clothesline by Dezmon King, and just like that, the Sharky Tank's back in control.
Power on display. No one does it better than Dezmon King.
Well, I disagree slightly. There are maybe two people who do it better. They're his teammates, Devantes and Rex Lawless.
I think that the size goes to Lawless. Wait, Dezmon King! But pound for pound, who can argue that Dezmon King may be the strongest man
that
in
is very
VCW?
Fair. But I think we can both agree on this. This tag team here, these three men, are probably the most powerful, the most terrifying six-man tag team you can imagine. Or sorry, three men you can imagine.
Yeah, this trio weighs more than a Buick. Spinning slam by Rex Lawless, the pectoral Poseidon, for the first time beginning to show some frustration. We have an incredible capacity crowd here for our debut here in Alexandria. Truly standing room only, over 700 people in the building on hand.
And it has been a great night so far, and this match is really a proving ground for everyone involved, especially Tommy Seto in his first appearance. But everyone in this match has something to prove, especially the opponents of the Sharky Tank.
The bomb to Seto, and now the Sharky Tank looking to take the victory, but Phil Brown just casually saying, nah, not on my watch. We have seen division in the Sharky Tank this evening, but thankfully it has not appeared to infect or infest this particular trio, all working very well together.
I would say we've seen a person potentially go into business for themselves, but...
Well, what happens when one piece of bread in your loaf starts to get moldy?
Well, I mean, it's fair, but I'm just saying we haven't seen it so far. So far, the rest of Sharky Tank's come here, and also all that Saul Spar said was for Neil to think about it, and Neil said the same thing. There's a lot of time until Tidings of Destruction. We don't know what's going to happen.
Lateral press.
Sharky Tank hitting on all cylinders.
Only two for Dezmon King, but it's been a long time since we've seen Phil Brown or Brandon Scott legally enter this match. That does not bode well for that team.
It does, but although if they can get in there, though, they're very fresh. They're ready to go if Seto can just get over there and make that tag.
The size discrepancy is obvious between Tommy Seto and Rex Lawless. No one has made the impact that Rex Lawless has in a short amount of time here at VCW.
No, the sky's the limit for Lawless. It's just that simple. Whatever he wants to do.
Well, sure, the sky's the limit because he can reach the sky.
That's fair. Although a miscalculation there. Seto possibly getting a tag here, but Lawless is between him and his corner. That's a large man to get past to get to that tag.
Yeah, big blockade, but both men deciding maybe discretion, the better part of valor. Can Seto make the tag? Devantes is legal. And big Phil Brown looking to give some heavy hands.
Phil's had a lot of time to stand and think about this, and he is making it happen right now.
You know what they say the best thing to do if you ever find yourself in the midst of a shark attack, right?
What's that?
Punch it in the nose. That's real, and obviously Phil Brown got the memo.
I would say so. He's hitting all three of these men as hard as he can. All three of them on jelly legs right now, and Phil Brown firmly in control.
Phil Brown not letting up. Tommy Seto has yet to get to his feet. A lion in wait is Phil Brown. 20 years of vet and can still go with the new generation.
No matter how big you are, a kick to the head's going to put you down.
And Phil Brown almost scoring a win over the current U.S. Liberty champion. That is something we haven't addressed. While this is not officially any kind of #1 contendership match, we know Saul Esparza gets a shot. If you score a win over a champion, big spear! The gore! The gore!
I've never, that is very rare for someone to kick out of Devantes' spear.
Inordinately rare.
And yet, to your point, if someone can pin Devantes here, you gotta be able to put them in contention for
they gotta go to the top of the line, right?
I mean, I think Esparza is the only other person who's got an argument besides them.
Tommy Seto out the back. Calico Calico to Devantes.
Seto needs to turn around though.
And now, lifting to failure. Can he do it? He does. And Tommy Seto lifted to failure, center ring, Brandon.
Seto is about out cold here. Oh, but there's Phil Brown. And that super kick put so many men down. And Dezmon King's just the latest one.
May have been a hole in that man's chest. Big bomb to Phil Brown. And now Brandon Scott sneaking in, the crafty veteran.
Scott looking for it. What is he setting up for here? He's going for it. He got him up!
And the big slam the third time is the charm.
But Brandon Scott better look around.
Devantes looking for that TKO. Brandon Scott behind. Leapfrogs the spear and slice of excellence. Brandon Scott gets it done.
The winners, the team of Tommy Seto, Phil Brown, and Brandon Scott.
The hits just keep coming for the Sharky Tank and Devantes in particular, because we know that Saul Esparza has a date with Devantes, but you gotta imagine after this, Brandon Scott is gonna be looking for a title shot with whoever walks out with the title between those two men.
Yeah, you got to believe that no one's as eager to get out of Northern Virginia as the Sharky Tank is. A rough night for them. They need to recalibrate, reconvene, whatever they need to do before our next event on December 2nd, because they had a very bad night and Saul Esparza is waiting. And like you said, got to believe Brandon Scott has put himself firmly in line as well.
Hometown boy, DMV native Tommy Seto making a big debut and immediate impact in VCW. Phil Brown.
Hang on a second, hang on a second. Where was the pushing and shoving happening in the Sharky Tank over there?
Beast. So the subtitle for this match may well be Beast Wars. Thank you so much for watching VCW making our debut in Northern Virginia. We are coming to you from Alexandria, Virginia for the very first time. We have a sold out 700 plus crowd. A hometown hero making a homecoming. The former AEW Women's World Champion, an AEW star, an AEW original. She is Nyla Rose. This crowd comes alive right now for the native beast. This is the challenge of Hyena Hera's life. Maybe Hyena's, well, I was about to say, certainly her career, maybe her life, and Hyena knows it, immediately attacking from behind. And this match has started, or no, we have not started the bell yet. And Nyla Rose does not take kindly to being assaulted from behind. Hyena Hera, you may have just made a grave, grave mistake.
I mean, I don't fault that because the best shot is to win quickly, but if you don't, well, I think Hyena Hera is about to find out what that means.
We're going to find out if this beast plays with her food. The answer seems to be yes. You missed it. Hyena Hera, a beast. Nyla Rose, the native beast. This match, Beast Wars.
I think right now, at least Nyla Rose is showing that she is the superior and more terrifying athlete in there. Hyena Hera, though, giving it everything she's got.
Well, Hyena
Not
Hera,
backing down.
Hyena Hera, 2 years in the business compared to Nyla Rose, almost, I think, over a decade.
I believe that is correct. And Hyena Hera, I mean, again, I give her credit, she's not backing down, but Nyla Rose, just one clothesline puts Hyena Hera down.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime, though. Imagine you're Hyena Hera, you're 2 years in, you're making your debut, and you upset a former women's world champion?
Oh,
you make your career off of that.
Oh, sure. No, you can dine out on that accolade for years.
Get more bookings here, build a name for yourself, nationally, internationally.
I mean, to your point, anyone who's got the stature of Nyla Rose, all of her matches are being watched by millions of people. People pay attention to it. If you can beat her, that puts you on the map.
And right now, Hyena Hera trying her best. Great positioning. You saw both legs wrapped around the shoulders of Nyla Rose.
I mean, Hera's doing all the right things right now. She's trying to hit hard. She's getting good pins. She's wrestling a smart match. I just don't know that she can compete with things like that.
But she can't go into the match with that in her mind. She has to believe that she can and will win, or else she's defeated from moment one. Nyla Rose with 2 pushing down on the face of Hyena.
Oh, I'm not saying that Hyena Hera needs to come into the match with that mindset, but as an impartial analyst, I can say that. And I think that, you know, that initial flurry has seemingly passed, and I think Hyena Hera is in possibly very deep water right now.
It is a wonderful opportunity for us to have and to host Nyla Rose as she returns to the Capital Region, the DMV. We're so proud to bring professional wrestling back to Northern Virginia.
You asked a question about playing with her food. I think we may be getting the answer right here. Nyla Rose seemingly just picking Hyena Hera apart at her leisure.
Equal parts strength and sass from Nyla Rose. You see how powerful she is, so it's got to tell you just how sassy she can be on Twitter as well. And yes, I will only refer to it as Twitter.
As you should. But Hyena Hera there with the sleeper hold is a smart move. If Nyla Rose passes out, you know, no matter how big and strong you are, you need oxygen, you need blood to your brain, and she can put her down and win this match.
All humans have weaknesses. Even one as intimidating, as impressive, and world-traveled as Nyla Rose. But the power on display by the native beast, literally shaking the ring.
And just really exerting her will on Hyena Hera. I mean, that's what's really happening here. It's been flurries from Hyena Hera and pure power from Nyla Rose.
Hera going to have to hope for divine intervention from her namesake right now as the native beast, 2 1/3 right there, and Hera rolling to the outside, almost looking to take a timeout.
A very smart thing, I think, for Hyena Hera to do there, to roll out of the ring, because she needs to at least catch her breath. Oh, and there you go.
Taking advantage of the architecture of the ring. Hyena Hera has been wrestling a very smart game plan.
Well, I mean, she knew clearly.
Oh,
wow.
Lord.
Holy cow. I mean, we have a great view of that. The angle Nyla Rose's head hit the apron on there was very dangerous.
I mean, we had a great view of what might be the cause of Nyla Rose's future neck surgery.
Yeah, that was devastating. But Hyena Hera here, I mean,
taking a moment to recover.
Taking a moment to recover, but she needs to press the advantage. Nyla Rose is in by far the worst shape we've seen in this match. She needs to either get her back in the ring or get herself in the ring and hope for a count out. Either one works.
You cannot win the match from the outside, but you can do a lot of damage. Slamming Nyla's skull into that steel post. No matter what you've heard, you have been lied to. That steel post is the hardest part of the ring.
It is, especially those sharp corners on there. Now Hyena Hera doing something very smart, letting Nyla Rose get counted out. Hey, a win's a win. It doesn't matter how it happens.
In the record books against a former world champion, absolutely. Stay inside, pray for the best. Pray to Hera, pray to the Hyena, pray to whoever you've got in your pocket, because you're hoping Nyla Rose doesn't get back in.
Only a 3 count left. Nyla Rose, I don't even see her up yet. This match could be over right here.
She's
starting to stir, but she's not much time.
We're up to 9. It's a 10 count only if Nyla Rose doesn't slide in, and she does.
Just beats the count into the ring. And Hyena Hera immediately on the attack. Very, very smart here.
But that showcases just how rough shape Nyla must be if it took her the full 9 to get in.
Yeah, that was not Nyla sort of messing around on the outside, biding her time. It took her time to get up. And just that quick time to put Hyena Hera down.
Back cover. Hook of the leg. And Nyla Rose looking to take control once again. Death from above.
Impressive resilience by Hyena Hera here.
That Hyena is resembling roadkill at this point.
But she kicked out. I mean, I give her credit for that. She's clearly at a disadvantage. She's clearly on the defensive, but she kicked out. And that's worth something.
And a stomp right to the gut. And now, unconventional offense by Nyla Rose!
Oh, wow, that German suplex.
Throwing Hyena against her will.
I think Hyena Hera is in a different area code right now. She is in a bad way, and Nyla Rose fully in control right now.
Imagine another human being have the power to throw you that far. Now maybe looking for that beast bomb.
Hyena Hera desperately, for her own survival, trying to counter it.
Targeted punches to the forehead.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that may not have been the smartest move.
Nyla Rose, oh Lord! Well, if we stop commentating, you'll know why. We are in the line of fire right here. Holy Lord. Front row seat.
Hyena in a very dangerous place.
This is one of Nyla's most effective maneuvers. The top rope leg drop. Good Lord, the knee! The knee right to the skull.
Hera's out cold.
You can't help but improve and get an education being in the ring with a competitor the caliber of Nyla Rose. Unfortunately for Hyena Hera, that's what tonight was about, education, because victory was secured by the native beast.
A valuable, painful lesson for Hyena Hera and a masterclass by Nyla Rose. A great welcome back to Northern Virginia here for the native beast. An amazing match.
And Tim Loulies, our host, now making his way to the ring, not looking particularly enthralled with the winner. Not sure what Tim Loulies might have to say to Nyla Rose as the big 4-4 calling for a microphone.
Is this your hometown, boy? We're from here, Alexandria. This bump. See, I come from a place called Portsmouth, Virginia. Where real people calling you an asshole.
We can't say it, but they can.
The people have spoken.
Not me again. I would never. You said you're a comedian, right?
Absolutely.
Very famous? Oh, okay.
wondering if you would help me out. Can you help me out, guys? Okay, he's gonna help me out with this routine. Because he's a famous celebrity comedian, so clearly he knows comedy. Knock, knock. The super.
Oh! Ho, ho, ho.
Sometimes you tell the joke, and sometimes you're the punchline.
I think that's the most popular thing Tim Loulies has done all night. Oh, wait a second. We're not done here, folks.
No, we are not. First felled by a knock-knock joke, and now Nyla Rose looking to put some punctuation.
Oh! A spatula for Mr. Loulies, if I may.
Something tells me that might be the last we see of host Tim Loulies tonight. A GoFundMe will be coming shortly. A literal victory and a moral victory on top of it for the native beast, Nyla Rose. Thrilled to have her here in VCW. There's a lot of bad blood coming into this match. Joseph Keys, Toxic Vascularity, has attempted multiple times to take the title off the Boar! And the Boar not waiting a second to get this started. This is going to be a Virginia Championship match, and the Boar looking to end this quick, because the Boar is gore and the gore is war. This one's over, and somehow Joseph Keys kicks out. This match is officially started.
I need someone to increase my life insurance policy. That's 2 matches in a row. Holy cow, the Boar is angry.
Joseph Keys has been personally offended that the Boar is Virginia Heavyweight Championship. He's upset by the mask. He's upset by everything. Says that Boar disrespects the tradition of pro wrestling. Many disagree.
I mean, Boar has taken on all comers and defeated them. He defeated Logan, Easton, Laroux to win the championship. You can't argue with the success the Boar has had.
No, the Boar has defended against Brandon Scott, Joseph Keys in the past, and Devantes. But this is a very angry Boar. His tag team partner and best friend, Erica Lee, still out on the shelf, medically incapable of competing thanks to Devantes. And now, grabbing that mask he hates so much is Joseph Keys.
Very smart to use his leverage, try to turn it around, make it so the Boar can't see. It's a very intricate mask. It's not, if you throw it off, it's very hard to get back in place.
It's very rare that we see Joe Keys leave his feet voluntarily, and it did not pay off for the man at this moment.
The Boar looking to send Joseph Keys in a very painful way, but Keys counters it.
And now Boar his back hitting that steel pillar.
I mean, it's not a cliche. The power that comes from Boar is from that back. He needs it to lift. He needs it to spear. If Joe Keys can neutralize or damage that gives him a huge advantage.
You know, Keys wrestling like he knows this may be his final opportunity at Boar, at the Virginia Heavyweight Championship. He has had previous attempts and they have not been successful. You only get so many shots. He's making the most of it.
He really is. He is pressing the advantage right now. He is staying on Boar, maybe covering right here. We can see the champion.
And Boar powering out with authority immediately, trying to get right side, knowing how vulnerable he could be fully on the mat. This is Joseph Keys at the peak of his career. His physicality has never looked better than he has since his recent return to VCW.
Joseph Keys is in incredible shape. I mean, just chiseled out of granite. He is, and the thing is, you can see sometimes people who look impressive, but don't know how to use that impressive muscle. He does. He knows how to use it. He has that power game. He has everything down to be the next champion if he can get the Boar off his feet. Trying
to wear down Boar, but it takes a lot more than that. Boar takes his position of company quarterback so seriously, calls himself Pork Chop Mahones, really has built an identity off being the champion of this company.
He absolutely has, and I mean, Joe Keys can say what he likes and dislikes about the Boar, but the results speak for themselves. The Boar has been incredibly successful and has taken on some of the biggest and best we have here in VCW.
Joseph Keys, made of muscle and rage, just muscle and rage.
That is that toxic vascularity.
Just bringing all of it here to bear on the Boar. Big boot, always impressive the extension that the Boar is able to get with those boots.
It is. His range is much larger than you expect it to be, and he is able to keep his opponent's way though, and still far too much power from the Boar to take it down, and takes Joseph Keys' head off with that clothesline.
Looking to roll Keys over. And Joseph Keys pushing through at the last moment. Big question coming into this match, and we saw with the way that the Boar approached it, just so enraged. With Erica Lee injured and challengers on all sides, is Boar focused? Is his head in the right place?
That's a really great question, Jason. I mean, he seems right now, he certainly is taking it to Joseph Keys, but something like jumping Joseph Keys the entranceway, we've never seen the Boar do that before, and that could be an indicator, as you said, that he's not quite as focused as he should be.
Boar has, over the course of this title reign, just seemed to become more and more possessed, but now Keys looking for the keys to victory.
Great transition up the shoulders there.
The power on display by the big Boar. Just slamming Keys down.
Just that close to Boar keeping his championship.
And now Boar looking to build some more momentum.
Trying to feed off this capacity crowd here, getting them behind him. We know that connection to the fans is so important for Boar.
We wondered whether or not being closer to Joe Keys' home base, this being a different environment, would work against the Boar, but so far, the Alexandria crowd has embraced Boar immediately.
And Joe Keys asking for a timeout of Check the Rule, but I don't think there are timeouts in wrestling.
There are no official timeouts in wrestling. If you roll to the outside, technically you can get 10 seconds if you're able to stay away from your opponent, but
Joe Keys pulling the ring apart.
And Joe Keys ain't on the outside. And now Keys counters into the DDT.
Very impressive counter by Joseph Keys there.
Speed on display now, and it's a gore to the Boar. Keys turn, Boar's move against him.
I mean, what an insult that would have been. But Joseph Keys, smart to stay on top of the Boar here. You talked about the rage Joseph Keys has, and that's accurate, but he's also so good at directing it. He's so good at focusing it. It doesn't make him careless, it makes him dangerous.
Twisting neck breaker to the Boar, draping his body across Boar's broad frame and still not able to put the man down.
Joseph Keys, he's got more tricks up his sleeve. We know that. He has more moves. He needs to stay on it because if Boar can get this momentum back, Keys can be in a lot of trouble.
Now Keys picking his spots, taking his time.
And Keys on the outside, Boar down in the ring.
This match has taken a toll on both men. Damage being dealt in equal measure.
Really, the Silver gets there. Okay, Joseph Keys up, but he's still on the outside. Remember, champion's advantage. Joseph Keys has to beat the Boar, pin or submission. It's not enough to simply win by count out or something like that.
Joseph Keys attacked the Boar during his championship match against Devantes, robbing both men of the opportunity to know cleanly who was the better champion.
Boar found his second win there, and again, that extension of that big boot. Keys hanging on for dear life.
It is wild the height that Boar can get with that boot.
You don't expect a man of that size to be that flexible, that nimble, but he truly is.
No, that limber, and that is the kind of athlete that the Boar is.
But he also can just get up there and throw punches with the best of them.
Two of the most powerful men on the roster just legging waist to each other with the richest prize in the Commonwealth on the line, the Virginia Heavyweight Championship.
It's something, as you said, that as Boar has held on this championship and defended it more and more, he takes pride in that. He takes pride in being the leader of this company, and he wants to continue that. And Joseph Keys has been a thorn in his side for some time.
If Boar can succeed with what he has plans, be prepared to feel this on the Richter scale, and Keys instead going for a sunset bomb!
And Keys should go for the cover here. I'm not sure what he's waiting for.
That was one of the most impressive things we've ever seen Joseph Keys do.
I don't think this is smart. Keys should have gone for the cover right away.
Joseph Keys with that flying headbutt.
Injured himself as much as he injured the Boar. Boar barely moving. Keys seems to be on Dream Street right now.
Willing to sacrifice his own health and safety and career longevity for this title as the Boar continues to muscle through.
I'm going to take issue with your phrase, muscle through there. Normally that's true for Boar. He barely rolled that shoulder up. He is clearly hurting in a way we have not seen in a very long time.
Joseph Keys throwing a tantrum.
Now we've seen Keys rage.
And Joseph Keys is demanding the championship belt as he takes his own belt off and starts to wrap it around his fist.
Okay, he's
grabbing the title belt.
That is not yours yet, sir.
This is a feint. Joseph Keys has one hand wrapped in a belt. In the other, he holds the title.
Okay, that was
dangerously close to getting disqualified.
Absolutely. Ron Mills using some discretion here because of the significance of this match, but warning Joseph Keys.
And the title's being returned, and that belt just went flying out of Joseph Keys' hands. Choke slam!
Boar looking for it here. Just two. So close.
So close.
You gotta believe Boar's gonna need his biggest weapon. He's gonna need that gore to put Joseph Keys down for three.
Cannot question the heart of the Boar, cannot question the hate of Joseph Keys, and the only thing that we don't know is which is more powerful.
I mean, right now Boar has the advantage, but we've seen it swing back and forth so much in this match. There's no way to know it's going to stay that way, and Joseph Keys knows every trick in the books.
I mean, it is rare to see Joseph Keys go to the top. It is almost never that we see the big Boar fly, but will we believe? Will we see pigs fly?
I mean, it sure seems like, although Keys back on his feet.
And the landing! He sticks the landing!
Incredible athleticism and balance by Joseph Keys there.
Not able to stay up top, and now the Boar.
The Boar with the clear leverage up there on the top, and now we will see pigs fly, I think, Jason. I think you're right.
You're certainly going to see a pig land! An elbow to the heart of Joseph Keys.
And just think of the amount of weight that is coming down on the point of the elbow. 275 pounds of the Boar crashing down on that elbow on Joseph Keys' chest.
There's been several car crashes in this match. The Boar being rallied to his feet. Late game player, fourth quarter, can he score?
Both men are in a bad way here. You got to believe the next big move is going to finish this thing off.
Certainly Gore right now. I said Boar right now going to go for some yards, trying to get that Gore. He's going the distance, and instead, interception by the referee.
I mean, that was clearly Joseph Keys pulling referee Ron Mills into the path of the Boar, and given what we've seen,
wait a second. The reason one half of the tag team champions and Jerry Stefanesis are director of operations, what are they doing out here?
I'm not sure, but it can't be good for Boar. There's just no way.
Why is the
Joseph
reason
Keys
out here?
looks just as confused as we are.
3-point stance right now. The reason, no! The reason! What is why?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now.
The Boar and Erica Lee Gummy Boar did have that tag team match against NRG.
Is this really how it's going to end?
I sincerely hope not. This can't be right. This isn't right. And it's not!
Boar's still alive, but he is now fighting a significant handicap here.
But the reason at Jerry Stefanesis, they don't have the element of surprise anymore. Whatever reason they're out here, whatever nefarious plan they have, they lost the biggest advantage that they had.
They did, and you see senior official Ron Mills confused by Jerry Stefanesis is the reason they're out here. Now is aware of the state of play.
Yeah, well, Ron Mills isn't the only one that's confused.
That's absolutely true, but the official knowing what's going on is the most important thing here.
3-on-1 at this point. Keys to victory, no! No! This is a robbery. This is a travesty. This is some BS.
The winner of the match, and new VCW Virginia Heavyweight Champion, Joseph Keys.
Joseph Keys has done it. After multiple attempts, he once again holds the VCW Virginia Heavyweight Championship. Thanks in large part to these two men, the director of operations, Jerry Stefanesis, one half of the tag team champions, the reason and what is their problem with the Boar.
Say what you will about the Boar. Love for him. He deserved better than this to end his championship reign. This is ridiculous.
His title reign deserved better. He was defending champion. He was a fighting champion, and it proved that one-on-one, no one on the roster was able to defeat the Boar. We need some help out here.
I don't know what help. Oh! Now it's
trying to make a wish, and now Phil
Brown with a steel chair. That's how you even up the odds.
An equalizer. The Platinum Icon has got battles on all sides. He's been busy with the Sharky Tank, but now looking to pick a fight with the director of operations. And Joseph Keys literally grasping the title out of the Boar's hands.
Look, Phil Brown may have saved the Boar from a beatdown, but Joseph Keys is your new Virginia Heavyweight Champion.
Once again, the new Virginia Heavyweight Champion, Joseph Keys.
Jason Heat here for our huge main event. What promises to potentially be a very emotional night for a lot of people. I am joined by longtime local commentator, expert analyst, and my former broadcast partner, my friend Kevin Ford. Welcome to the booth.
Jason, thank you so much for having me. It is an absolute pleasure to be here for VCW's Northern Virginia premiere. 700 fans packing the building today, and I would wager to say many of them are here to say goodbye to Logan, Easton, Laroux.
One half of the tag team champions, Logan Easton Laroux, has announced his retirement at year's end. This is his final match here in Northern Virginia. This is his hometown crowd. And while we have seen Logan Easton Laroux do terrible things in VCW, we are currently in the heart of 1% country.
Absolutely. If you're only familiar with Logan Easton Laroux when he comes down to the VCW there, or see him on YouTube or VCWProWrestling.com, this is his home. These fans, they know that he's a jerk, but truthfully, Jason, he's our jerk.
He is. You and I have spent our entire career calling this man's matches. It is difficult to think about what this area, this region will be without Logan Easton Laroux, but he is going up against one of his toughest tests, a longtime rival, and a man with so much history. What can you tell us about Logan Easton Laroux and Wheeler Yuta?
I'll fill you in just a second as the crowd here showering the hometown here with praises we await. Member of the Blackpool Combat Club, Wheeler Yuta. This is the third singles meeting between Logan and Yuta. And coming to this match, they are 1-1. Logan winning the very first contest back in February of 2018. Yuta winning the follow-up contest in July of 2018. But Jason, you and I both know 5 years later, these two are in very, very different competitors.
And very different places. Wheeler Yuta walking in, not as the conquering hero, but you hear the enmity in the hearts of this crowd for a man who is a former two-time Ring of Honor Pure Champion, a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, a member of the AEW roster, and the hand-picked final singles opponent of Logan Easton Laroux here in VCW.
And I'll be honest, Jason, I mean, I just take a look at his face, and I think he was really surprised, taken aback that the audience booed him so much, despite this being Jason's hometown.
And Wheeler Yuta, I do think he has been gotten to, as you said, immediately getting in our faces. Asked Wheeler Yuta what was on the line for him. Why did he come to this match? And we'll find out after the introductions by our colleague, Brandon Matheny.
Introducing the competitors. First, standing to my left, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wheeler Yuta. And his opponent, standing to my right, he is one half of the VCW Tag Team Champions. He hails from a gated community, within a gated community, surrounded by a gated community in Fairfax, Virginia. Weighing in at 201 pounds, he is young and handsome, the champion of the 1%, the Coastal Elite, the Venture Grapplist, Logan Easton Laroux!
A former VCW heavyweight champion, current half of the VCW Tag Team Champions, and we are all wondering what is going to happen with those belts given Logan's impending retirement. But the history between these two, we asked Wheeler Yuta, why did you come back for this match? Your plate is full. There is so much else going on between AEW, Ring of Honor, the Blackpool Combat Club. He said he personally wanted to convince Logan not to retire, and if he had to punch him in the face to do it, he was going to do his best.
approaching Logan for the first time in this match, locking up. First takedown goes to Logan, and I think that could play a huge role in the outcome of this match.
Logan in his element. Logan, more than a decade in the squared circle, deciding that he will end his career with this calendar year. Chose Wheeler Yuta in part because of this one-on-one record that they have, 1-1, no clear victory. But there's more to it than that. They have been allies in the past. They have been friends. They've gone laser tagging together, and there is a degree of resentment that Logan has for Wheeler Yuta and Yuta's place in pro wrestling now in comparison to Logan's.
You know, I think Logan feels like he was abandoned. I mean, there was a time in 2021 when Yuta was still a top star in independent professional wrestling when he was partnered with Logan Easton Laroux. Logan stood by Yuta's side as he stood in a no air-conditioned building in New Jersey and went to an hour-long draw against Daniel Garcia. That is the kind of support Logan Laroux has provided to Wheeler Yuta throughout his career. And the second that Yuta was able to take the bag and go and leave for a television company, he left Logan high and dry. I think that's how he sees it, and I think there's still some resentment, some unfinished business between the two of them. Yeah,
Yuta got a later start in pro wrestling than Logan Easton Laroux. Logan served as a bit of a mentor for Yuta over the years, and to see how successful Yuta has been has maybe graded on Logan Easton Laroux, not taking anything away from the incredible career. I mean, this night is a tantamount, a testament to the impact that Logan Easton Laroux has had on professional wrestling, especially in the DMV. I would say, without a doubt, Logan Easton Laroux is the Grapple region's greatest export in professional wrestling.
No doubt. I mean, one of the most decorated, one of the most acclaimed, one of the most revered. No matter where he goes, he carries Northern Virginia flag, waves it proudly, and has done so all over the country. And I don't think he's going to be looking to go into his singles retirement with a loss under his belt.
No, Logan and Yuta so evenly matched right now. Logan has a little bit more experience advantage, but and Logan able to bridge up, now trying to maybe get that backslide. And instead maybe looking for a gory special, a move taught to him by one of his mentors, Bobby Shields.
And it was Logan who got his chance to have Bobby Shields' his last match here in VCW. So a nice shout out to a friend of his.
That's correct. You're saying that Logan has the experience advantage, but on the other hand, in a short period of time, Yuta has been training with men like Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and of course, John Moxley. That is going to up your game in a very short period of time.
Well, I think what's interesting, if you look at Yuta's attire, kind of tells the story of his career. Yes, he has the Blackpool Combat boots on, but he's representing the colors of Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia is where he was trained under the tutelage of such greats such as Drew Gulak, and he trained in so many different styles. And I think the trainers in the Blackpool Combat Club, they were able to bring out that intensity, that vitriol, that anger that is bred in the Philadelphia wrestling scene. But I think all of that speaks to Yuta's, I think, biggest asset is his unpredictability in the ring.
Logan's being his dangerous strikes. No one has precision offense in VCW like the champion of the 1%, who is in a rare situation tonight where he is being bolstered by this crowd rather than trolling them. And Yuta taking advantage. There is a vicious side on display from Wheeler Yuta that we're more often used to seeing out of Logan Easton Laroux. Is that viciousness going to make all the difference, Kevin?
It very well could. I mean, you know, the viciousness that Yuta has in him is just like this, like uncaged rage that he does. I think, like you said, Logan's able to match it, but I think it's going to be that focus of that rage in the right way that's going to make a big difference in the contest.
Wheeler Yuta rolling in to break the count, but no wasted motion, not even turning around, literally rolling around the other side of the ring post to get in front of Laroux. You can't win the match on the outside, but you can do a lot of damage.
You sure can. If anyone knows about doing damage with ringside in the ringside area, it's Wheeler Yuta, but this time it's Logan getting the best of the situation.
The prince of the privileged, the coastal elite, the venture grappleist. He goes by many names, but he is a hometown son of Northern Virginia. Head slammed against that steel post, and that's going to change the complexion of this match quickly.
Yuta wisely not giving him a single moment to catch his breath. Not a moment of respite for Logan.
Backstage, Yuta was very respectful of Logan, saying that Logan watched out for him when he was younger, but this crowd, I think this crowd reaction has really turned a switch in Yuta's head, and not even a one. Maybe thinking that Laroux needs a little tough love.
Perhaps I also just think that switch goes on when he's in the ring. I think when you have the trainers that he has, plus a William Arrigo and a Drew Gulak, that focus, that determination, that drive to win no matter what, really comes out of you once you're confined inside the four posts and the ropes.
As mentioned before, these two are one-on-one in singles competition. They have wrestled in other configurations as well, and with this being what seems to be Logan Easton Laroux's final match in VCW, his final singles match, potentially his final match in professional wrestling, he does not want to end on his back. He does not want to end submitting. It is so important for him to be the one to get that rubber match in against Yuta.
Well, neither does Yuta. I mean, we could say, why on earth would Yuta want to come back? Hold on here, we got a pin. Only a 2. But why on earth would he want to leave? He's a television wrestling superstar, wrestling with some of the best in the world. But he's coming back to VCW because
to wrestle some of the best in the world.
To wrestle some of the best in the world, but also to settle a score. If you don't think, after all the advances he's made in his career, signing with Ring of Honor, wrestling for New Japan, signing with AEW, that it doesn't stick in the back of his head that he can't say with certainty that he is better with Logan Easton Laroux, then you are sorely mistaken.
No, there is a lot of pride in pro wrestling, a lot of ego. These two young men both at different times in their lives were the pride of Virginia wrestling. They were the standard bearers of this region. And Logan Easton Laroux just decking Wheeler Yuta.
Oh, you know what? Logan's back has taken a thrashing a few moments in his back, and I feel like he just landed on the edge of the ring and collapsed to the floor. You talk about changing the complexion of the match. That right there, I think Yuta could hone in on that back, and it would be curtains for the champion of 1%.
Wonder how much mental weight is on Logan right now, knowing that he only has one chance. You go into the ring, and obviously you want to win every match, but you are aware that you have more opportunities. And you were right, Kevin. Things have changed considerably. Logan stalled on offense now due to that lower back injury.
I mean, we can't take into consideration, yes, he landed a suplex onto Yuta onto the floor too, but he also made contact with the floor. So it really feels like the damage is starting to add up. And like a shark sees blood, Yuta is going to attack.
A barracuda. Honestly, Wheeler Yuta basically a one-man group of piranhas now just trying to pick the bones clean of Logan Easton Laroux. You'll notice that Yuta was able to anger Logan so that his lower back slammed into the turnbuckle, not any other part of his body. That is precision offense.
And look at the joy Yuta is taking in hurting Logan. Look at the joy he's taking in just mocking him in front of his family and friends. It's disgusting.
Yuta's world travel, the former best of the Super Junior competitor. He's been trained by some of the most vicious and violent people in wrestling. But Logan Easton Laroux also equally insidious, equally dangerous.
Look at him, he's stalling as he's getting home. He wants everybody in this crowd to soak in exactly what he was going to do before he dropped him with the backbreaker.
Wheeler with 2, making sure to grind the forearm into the jaw of Logan Easton Laroux. We are in front of Logan's, and now Yuta going for it again. You know, we're in front of Logan's family, his friends, his colleagues. You and I have known Logan for so long. We've called so many of his matches. This is such an important night for us. It would be heartbreaking to see Logan not win this match.
And you know what? I'm starting to see now that it isn't just enough for Yuta to win the match. He wants to embarrass Logan in front of his family, his colleagues, his friends, everybody. And, you know, I feel like the mood of the room has changed as we've come to that realization.
Makes you wonder if the strategy, given that Yuta said he wants to convince Logan not to retire, is to basically make it feel like Logan has unfinished business. Logan looking to finish it right now. Both men with such great drop kicks.
And in addition to targeting that back, something Yuta has been very careful to do is to not let Logan gain any sustained momentum during this match.
Yeah.
As soon as he got the dropkick, Yuta was right back in there. Logan just can't seem to string together enough offense to take the match back under his control. But Yuta's going to make sure that is not the case.
You do wonder if this is Yuta's intent in terms of embarrassing him. If Yuta wins this match, is he trying to instill some sort of doubt? Is he trying to instill a fire that so Logan won't be able to walk away, so that Logan will feel like there is still unfinished business in professional wrestling for him?
That's a great point. And Logan now, he's able to stop those stops. He's got him in an ankle lock.
Ankle lock, center of the ring. Yuta, honestly not even center, doing a great job being 3/4, keeping Yuta as far away from the ropes as possible.
Oh. Yuta is one of the foremost submission experts in the world, and that includes knowing how to escape them. That forward roll got him to escape from that.
Moonsault by Logan Easton Laroux. When is the last time he bust that out of the arsenal?
It's been many, many years, perhaps when he was with the Reason by his side, but Logan, out of desperation, pulling that out of his back pocket so he can gain his breath and try to reset the match and see if he has a better chance of getting the upper hand that way.
Putting it all on the line, leaving nothing in the tank. Logan is a consummate professional wrestler, a fantastic striker. In the last several years, he's added Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to his arsenal as well. Wrestling will be worse without Logan Easton Laroux.
Well, like you said, Jason, if Yuta has his way, maybe it won't be a worse place after all. If he makes it so Logan can't help but stay.
And now Logan upping the speed, upping the pace of the match.
He's getting the adulation of the crowd.
We heard Brandon Matheny say it before, shades of young and handsome Logan Easton Laroux, the man he used to be. Before he became the champion of the 1%, he was a kid from Fairfax, Virginia, with a dream to be a professional wrestler. And no matter what, let's not forget, Logan Easton Laroux succeeded in living that dream. Braid Buster gets so close.
You know what just occurred to me?
What's that?
If Yuta won this match, he could very well grab a Bryan Danielson, a Claudio Castagnoli, or John Moxley and say, hey, you got those nice tag titles there. Maybe we got some further scores to settle.
It is a big mystery of what's going to happen to the tag team titles here in VCW, and Logan now going for the gentrification, but countered. We've mentioned before, these two have ridden the roads together. They've tagged together. Yuta had it scouted quickly.
Trying for a double underhook. This goes for a brain buster, but this time Logan counters.
Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Yuta able to break it up.
X-ray applied, but I just don't know if Logan's back could handle that.
So many strategies, moves, maneuvers out of Logan in this match that we've either never seen before or haven't seen in years. This is a rejuvenated Logan Easton Laroux.
And I think that's Logan showing one of his big strengths, his adaptability.
Wheeler Yuta continuing to target that lower back. You know, if your lower back goes out, everything goes with it.
He's busting out the pain thriller, a tribute to one of his trainers. Targets the back, but not enough to keep him down for a 3 count.
Only 2. There was a moment where it seemed like Yuta was maybe toying with Logan, but it has gotten deadly serious. There's a very different vibe. I mean, this is a big fight field, Kevin. We are in front of 700 people here, and a lot of them in part are here to say goodbye to Logan Easton Laroux.
No doubt about it. I think Yuta, let's be honest, he was playing with his food a little bit there. But I think now he sees that Logan has a real chance to come back at any time, and he needs to take things more seriously.
These 12-6 hammer and tongue elbows, they are a signature of the Blackpool Combat Club. We've also seen Logan use them before. Reversal right now.
Him using them before speaks how he's able to counter them and tags him with a super kick, but here comes the rewind from Yuta.
Back and forth offense, neither man staying down, both taking and giving in equal measure. And And Logan Easton Laroux with that fighting spirit.
Something is so deeply offended in Logan's core that he is fighting through those German suplexes, and he was able to kick out.
Everything is on the table. There's definitely the possibility for a flash pin here, Kevin. You think of maybe a killer move, you think of maybe a submission, but these two are so good, they can get the 3 count from almost any direction.
And I think Yuta going for that speaks to the exhaustion he may be feeling, and he's thinking, I need to get this match done, and I need to get done quick.
Count of 4 right now. No one in this building, none of the 700 people in attendance for our debut here in Northern Virginia want to see this main event match end in a double countout.
Least of all the 2 competitors in the ring. No score is settled if this goes to a draw.
Both get to a knee that stops the count, neither to their feet though, and these two just slugging it out.
Each man catching their breath as they throw blows at each other. Logan seemingly getting to his feet.
This has become very, very personal. It was a matter of pride to start, and now these two just beating on each other. These two used to be friends a long time ago. Just elbowing the ever-loving lights out of each other right now.
They're throwing everything they can out of each other.
Kitchen sink to Logan Easton Laroux.
Oh my gosh.
Just rocked the jaw of Logan Easton Laroux. And Logan line. Logan line sliding through the ropes.
He's shaking the cobwebs out. He's ascended.
Picture perfect. Missile dropkick. Logan Easton Laroux goes out on top. Not yet. Giving a lot of people in the audience some heart trouble right there.
This crowd wants Logan to win. Let's make no bones about this. They are living and dying with Logan throughout this contest.
He has earned such respect. If there was ever a doubt of the impact that Logan Easton Laroux has made in his professional wrestling career, and Yuta now biting the head of Logan. Tonight is a testament to Logan Easton Laroux, but it might also be his funeral.
Just the smile coming across his face as he hooks the leg.
Pile driver, only 2.
And I think that surprised Yuta as much as it surprised some of the audience. Oh no, not another pile driver. You gotta be kidding me.
One of the most devastating moves in wrestling. How is Logan doing it?
I think at this point it's adrenaline, instinct, and just something deep within his core that says, I can't lose in my last match. That's getting him through this.
Not in front of his people. Logan's wife is here. People who have watched Logan his entire career, people who have believed in him and supported him. His journeys in the Commonwealth and beyond.
Oh my God! Out of midair, he catches him.
Gentrification! And Yuta's foot.
That was out of our purview. We could not see Yuta's foot on the rope. I thought for a second we were going to hear the bell ring, but no. Yuta got his foot up on the bottom rope just before the 3 count can be rendered.
The ring awareness of Wheeler Yuta didn't have it in him to kick out, but he knew exactly where he was. And now Logan beating his heart like he has been the beating heart of the Virginia wrestling scene for so long.
He's got Yuta in his crosshairs for another gentrification.
Almost colliding head on with the referee.
Oh!
Yuta with the logo now trying to go. Is he looking for a seatbelt?
Got him sky to schoolboy, hooking the leg. Oh!
A devastating ending as Wheeler Yuta goes up 2-1 against Logan Easton Laroux. Logan goes out on his shield thanks to the seatbelt.
I have to say, I'm immensely disappointed in this. I'm disappointed in Yuta. I'm disappointed that this is the way.
Well, thanks everyone. That was just business, Logan. That was just business. Let's get personal. Logan, I've known you for a very long time. Known you since I was a student, training wrestling. You've always been there for me in ways that you never needed to. Because even though I was around as a student, I wasn't your student, but you always looked after me. You always took care of me, bought me food when I needed it. Gave me rides to shows when I needed it. All in all, you really helped me grow into the wrestler and the man that I am today. But Logan, I don't know if I'll ever be able to sort of pay you the way that I want to, but we just take this moment real quick. Give me the flag, sir.
So much honor and respect.
And Logan. I just got one more thing. Logan, like I said, that was business. But this one first.
Wait a second!
Honor and respect my ass.
Yuta already won the match. This is one of the biggest nights of Logan's life. This is despicable.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
Wait a second, Sanjay Dutt!
Holy crap!
Sanjay Dutt! Logan's mentor! AEW wrestler!
Oh!
Gentrification to Wheeler Yuta!
You want to talk about friendship, Jason Heath? This is friendship.
Sanjay Dutt and Logan Easton went to war against each other for years in Northern Virginia.
I had a lot of phone calls. They said Logan's having his last match, and I did everything that I could to be here to support a fellow Northern Virginia professional wrestler. To support another person just like myself that grinded on the independent scene for years. But most importantly, Logan, I came here to support my friend. I love you, buddy. Real quick, this is your night. 5-6 years ago, I wrestled Logan for the first time, and I realized how good of a professional wrestler he really was. I had the pleasure and I had the honor to wrestle Logan more than once, and what made it so special that it was in our hometown of Northern Virginia. And now, Logan, whatever it is that life takes you on this next journey, you're done with wrestling, whatever that is, I know that you'll excel at it just like you excelled at this. So thank you for everything that you did for me. I know these people thank you, but most importantly, Logan, your buddy, my last match was in Northern Virginia. But hey, yes, give it up for Logan.
Sanjay and Logan wrestling in Springfield to help put Northern Virginia on the map, and now VCW tonight made their debut, and they're taking that torch and they're running it.
It's been such a special night. Logan, thank you so much for joining me.
I don't know if this is working. That was.
shit, huh? All right. I don't know what to say. It's been a long time here.
You guys all said it, you kind of cut my promo, but what I really wanted to say is thank each and every one of you people for coming out here. A very important thank you, I don't know where she is right now, my beautiful wife. We need support from people that put up with way too much bullshit, like my wife. And most importantly, from all of you guys, because this is nothing without the fans. So I just want to say thank you for 16 amazing years, for coming out.
It has been an absolute honor and a privilege to call the matches of Logan, Easton, Laroux. If this is indeed the end, we thank you so much for everything you have done. Kevin, it was incredibly meaningful to have you on the call. Thank you to Brandon Matheny for being here. What an amazing night here in Northern Virginia as we say hello to an entirely new city for VCW and goodbye to one of our very best in Logan, Easton, Laroux.